But your dad was the best, man.
Yes, sir.
Your dad is the man. He was one of my favorite teammates ever.
Thank you.
Now, why didn't you get arms like him?
Well, you know,
Where'd your arms go?
I traded height for arm size.
Okay.
So
Okay.
That video was from 2003. How old were you then?
2003, I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Wow. 2003. Yep, 6 years old. Like, I definitely met you as a little kid, right? I didn't, and then I never saw you again until you got to USC, and I was like, holy crap, there's the little kid I used to see running around. Like, I had no idea you had gone on that career arc, but do you go back and watch your dad's old games or do that ever?
Yeah, so the funny thing is I didn't really appreciate the fact that he played 11 years until I got into college, and then I started to realize how hard football is, right?
Right.
Like, just because, like, I was so used to it, like, I'm like, yeah, like, everybody's dad plays football, right?
Yeah.
But that's definitely not the case.
Right.
So.
One more story just so I could tell you. The worst time I ever set up a player to get killed over the middle, right? Well, now it would have been like free 15 yards, even though I got the guy killed, right? It'd be like first down. I threw a ball, like he ran an angle route, like he fakes to the flat and comes down the middle.
What you're talking about.
And Ray Lewis kind of faked like he was dropping deep. And I took my eyes off him and went, man, Pittman's open. Let me throw it to Pittman. It was like an obstacle illusion, how quickly obstacle.
We have a new one. Mark it, obstacle illusion.
It was like all of a sudden he was on the ground. I couldn't even see it. It happened so quickly. I never felt so bad. I threw the ball and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And he got killed.
Yep.
And got up, and didn't even flinch.
What did Dad say when he got home about that no-good quarterback that set him up with a hospital ball?
You know, I don't even remember, but I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
He always had my back, your dad. Big homie, that's what he always called me.
Oh, yeah.
Does he still do that? Is he still in the –
Oh, yeah.
What's up, big homie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your dad, man.
So we were talking beforehand, and anything you say, Cannon, will be used against you about the fact that you guys didn't play the Chiefs or the Eagles this year. But you mentioned you played the Eagles last year, and you said something that caught my eye because, you know, rarely does a guy take responsibility. It's always somebody else's fault. But you said, I screwed that game up. What do you remember from that Eagles game that kept the Colts from winning?
I just remember that we didn't execute the way that we should have on offense, and I felt like our defense played really well. And we didn't help them out, and that's the reason that we lost the game is because I think they held them under 25 points. I don't remember the exact score, but I remember walking out of there thinking, like, wow, like we really blew that opportunity.
What do you think about this Super Bowl? Like, what's your, do you lean one way here? Kind of give us your thought. Are you a Chiefs hater? Are you sick of it?
No, I mean, like, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to beat them, but you got to do that like the fair and square way. And Pat is one of the best players I think to ever play, and like all he does is win, and that's why it's so hard to bet against Pat. But like the Eagles are such a balanced team on offense and defense, and their offensive weapons are so great. I mean, what Saquon is doing right now, what A.J. Brown's capable of, like what Smitty's capable of, like it's so evenly matched with the Chiefs defense that. I don't like predictions anyway.
Oh, good. Well, that's why you're here. We're leaning on you here.
But it's going to be a very competitive game.
Yeah.
Which is like, I know that.
Yeah. We know that too. Where are you leaning? Where are you going to lean? Where are you you feel like, I feel like you don't have to go on. We're not going to post you on social media.
So I'm leaning with the Colts in 2026.
That's it.
Well done. Well done.
Last year in 23, the Colts took it all the way down to the last Saturday night of the regular season. Last year, the Colts were in contention for a while. What do the Colts need to get back to the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to play complementary football. I feel like so many times that the defense is holding up their end, and then on offense, like, we're not doing our part, right? So if we can figure that out, like, we will win a lot more games. And like also, like, we got to do things as individuals to take it to the next step, and whatever that looks like it's different for every single guy. So we have to go on a mission to figure out every little thing that we can do to be better as a team. And that's what really makes those other teams great. Like, I think I saw something about AJ saying that they had some very uncomfortable talks.
Right.
Which in football, like, that's what it takes, right?
Necessary.
Yeah, because like it doesn't have to be all buddy-buddy. Like, you don't have to like each other every second of the day, right?
Right.
Like, you just got to go out there and compete and just know that we got your back and we got your best interests at heart.
Who's the guy on your team now that would be the most likely to to come into the locker room and initiate one of those uncomfortable talks?
DeForest Buckner and Quentin Nelson, for sure. Like, those are the guys that I feel like they like are the tone setters of our team.
Right.
And everybody follows like their lead, right? I mean, like, both of those guys are great players. They're even better people. So, like, just like, who is better like than them? And even being a team captain, like, I still lean on those guys because those guys have more they have more experience, they have more wisdom, like, than I do, like, in those certain aspects. I mean, like, DeForest has been on a lot of
high-level good teams, right?
So, like, we always just lean on those guys.
Yep. What about, so the next thing, of course, with your team is your quarterback in that situation there, right? Mm-hmm. Where's he at? Where are you guys at in your belief in him and everything that he's doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, at one point, I felt like everybody was kind of crashing on him, but I felt like he responded well.
Right.
I felt like he started showing up earlier. He started working harder. He's putting in more hours to what he was already doing, and that's what you would want to see. I mean, like, just like we didn't see him fold. We didn't see him break down. And I really do think that he wants to be the best version of himself, and he's doing everything the right way to get the right result, and he's working with a different coach this year to try to up his game.
Right.
And we got to do whatever we got to do to help him out, like, when he needs the help, right? So, like, there's things that I got to do better to be able to help him out.
Do you think some of those hard conversations went down with Anthony Richardson, like you were talking about just a second ago with Quentin Nelson and DeForest Buckner? Like, somebody got to him finally and was like, hey, we got to step up the level of preparation a little bit, which is what we kind of heard behind the scenes.
Yeah, so without going too much into it, I mean, we had
No, please do go into it.
Well, we had a leaders conference that wasn't even specifically about him. Like, it was kind of calling everybody up, right? Like, just like, we don't want to call anybody out. Like, we want to call them up and elevate them.
That's a great way to put it.
So, but, like, it wasn't directed at him, like, in any way. Like, it was for everybody, you know? Like, there was things that everybody, like, could get better out of that meeting.
Right.
What's the plan in the offseason? We see so many teams like the Chiefs with Mahomes. He brings everybody down to Dallas, and they work and they work and they work. Do you guys have a schedule where you're going to get together with Anthony and work on just all those little things that we see the great teams doing to take full advantage of every week on the calendar to get better?
Yeah, so that'll happen after OTAs end, because we have such a large gap between OTAs and then, like, when camp starts. So I usually like to set it up maybe a couple weeks before training camp, so everybody kind of gets, like, a mini ramp up before we get into it, right? And we do that, like, every single year. Like, we've been doing that every year that I've been here. So it's something that we do every year, and we have lots of fun. Like, we usually go to, like, Miami or California or, like, somewhere fun. Like, we went to Houston. So yeah.
You guys kind of quietly have an interesting duo at receiver that I don't know if the league quite gives you guys respect that you deserve.
Yeah.
I mean, you're damn good.
Thank you.
Right? Alec Pierce is, white lightning out there, right? I think, like, everybody's like, he's not going to run by me, and he runs by everybody.
Yes, he does.
Right?
Yeah.
I talk about him a little bit because he has shocked, I think, people with his big play ability.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what it is. Like, people underestimate him.
Right?
For whatever reason, and like, he puts it on tape every single week. And I think that he really showed up this year. I feel like they put a lot of pressure on him, obviously, but football is such a system-based sport, and like, if it's not designed to get somebody the ball, like, they don't get to showcase
what
like
they got.
their talent.
Right.
And this year, I felt like we really got to showcase, like, what he is really good at, and that's that deep ball.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm not sure there's a better deep ball threat, like, in football, like, than Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
So,
right? I mean, the way he runs, he boxes people out, he can do it all.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be shocked, and I'm telling you guys, if Alec could run a 4.3. He's so fast.
I know. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so when you play well in the NFL, you get paid a lot of money by your team. You also earn the ability to get paid by other companies to pitch their products. But you have to earn it. Michael Pittman Jr., tell us why we should all go out and buy Toyotas right now.
Yeah, so I've actually been working with Toyota for about a year now. I drive a Toyota Sequoia, which is my favorite car. And actually, everything that Toyota's doing this season is in support of the younger generation athletes. And then here at Super Bowl, they have a Super Bowl experience where fans can hop in the car with players from Team Toyota. Through AR technology, which is a really cool deal.
Right. They can actually drive it, and it's like you're looking at a screen, and it's a video game. Basically.
And then players are sitting there, they got Puka, Brock Purdy, Kyle Hamilton, Christian Gonzalez, Eli, everybody, right?
Damn,
it's cool stuff.
All right. You also should probably have a John Deere sponsorship here at some point too, Mr. Farmer.
Right.
Where's your bib overalls?
So I left them back in Indy, where it's 30 degrees, so a lot warmer here.
You're gonna have to get Toyota to get you some sort of farm truck now too, apparently.
Heck yeah! I mean, just hauling hay and all
there
types of other stuff.
Right.
Oh, yep.
How much land?
So on our property that we live on is about 43 acres.
Wow.
Okay. I live on a farm too, not as big as that, but I got 3 horses.
What are you shoveling there?
Hey,
so that is horse poop. So every single night day we have to shovel horse poop so it doesn't pile up.
Well, this is why you got to have kids. See, I have kids and they do that. That's what I get them to do. That's why my 18-year-old, she wanted the horses. She's got to shovel the shit.
Hey, and if you don't want to shovel it, I saw that dog there. The dog. I know our dog loves to eat deer crap.
There's got chickens and
you got everything.
You got more than me because I got chickens and roosters.
A llama, alpaca. What was that one? What do you got there?
That is a alpaca. Yeah.
Wow. Is Dad into it?
He
not really.
He likes it, but he doesn't like to live it. But
he's not gonna have it.
He likes to come over and just mess around and act like he play for him.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, great stuff. Keep it going. Incredible career so far. Go Colts in 2025. Michael Pittman Jr. Check out Toyota. All right.
My little buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.